How old are you?
Until I'm 54 years old.
54 years old. And please, if you could go back in your 20s to change one advice, what would that advice be?
Okay, I will have advised, especially the youngsters of these days, to take whatever they are doing seriously. They should be able to think beyond the box. Who are you? Identify yourself. Where are you going? And what will you use to achieve it? Then you start working seriously in achieving that. And when you do that, I think you achieve your aim. Yeah, so the regret will be lesser, because at the tail end of everybody regrets. You wish you would have done, but the regrets is much lesser if you start taking all what you wanted to do so seriously. And I think that's the way to go.
They call it a marketplace, but to me, I call it a masterclass. This is a place people are making a ton of money on shoots, no suits, no ties, just real practical business wisdom. Today, we are going to talk to one business tycoon on this particular street. The man we have, Mufti Enterprise. This man owns a very big mall in town. Owning a shopping mall is not his core business. So, what is his core business then?
Real estate is one of investments which one should do. And then I was also into car rentals.
Let's go listen to this business man. Let's go.
We are here in the heart of Tamale Market, where hustle never stops. They say the best business lessons aren't learned in a classroom, but right here on the streets. We are going to talk to the movers and shakers, the store owners, the market legends, to find out what it really takes to build a successful business from the ground up. We are going to talk to a man on street, an iconic businessman on street. This man is not just a businessman on street, but he was also moving from institution to institution one time, inspiring, lecturing, and instilling entrepreneurial skills into the youth so that they can take a path to start their own businesses to become financially stable in today's world. This is a man that I want to spend time with. And I believe that this man's story can change your life. This man's advice might change your journey. His information can change your situation. So I would like you to stay tuned from the beginning to the end. Then I promise you that your life is not going to be the same. Because this man is going to lecture me and lecture you, the person watching me out there, so that we can take a path to start our own businesses to become a financially stable in today's world. This is the man that I'm with. Who are you, and then what do you do on the streets?
My name is Mohammed Muftau Abubakar.
Mohammed Mufta Abubakar, please, how long have you been doing business on streets?
Actually, I've started business since 2002, when I completed my university at UCC. So actually, the name of the business is Mufti Enterprise, which was established in 2002. That is 2002. As a general merchant. I registered as a general merchant to do business with the general public in the northern region and all other parts of the country. Good. Then the focus was first to transact business, work closely with educational institutions in the northern region, since I'm having a background in education. Good. The trust in service delivery amongst clients brought about significant development in businesses management and expansion, as a result of which the business developed further and registration formalities began in 2004. As an expanded business enterprise to deal with a larger portion of the Ghanaian society. You see, so indirectly, what I'm trying to establish is the focus was first to do business with educational institutions and some small communities. But as the services develop, I've decided to expand it to do business with other institutions, and then registration formalities began. I've registered, and I'm now doing full business as Mufti Enterprise. That's the name of the business.
That's really interesting. I have to ask you this particular question. You have graduated from one of the prestigious universities in the country, which is UCC. At what point did you realize that no office or government office could hold your dream? You decided to become a full-time businessman on streets.
Actually, thank you very much for this question. When we are about to finish when we wrote our last exam, I quite remember one of our lecturers who taught us counseling assemblies and said that, my brothers and sisters, as you are moving to the system, that's what he mentioned, system, that is the economic environment, you have to, the university has trained you to become useful to yourself and your society at large. He mentioned some of them, they have regretted for working in the public sector because they've realized that there are a lot of opportunity in the private sector. So you ask us to exploit. When we come out, we should exploit what is in the private sectors, and that it is true that we can make it, which I assume is the engine of growth in the economy. So when I finished university, even though I had the opportunity to teach in some of the training colleges, example, Tamal Training College and then Bagabaga training. Then after some time I realized, no, I just have to be on my own. So that's what prompted me, and then I decided to go into business. Yeah, I think that's it.
So please, starting out at that time, did you have anybody doubted you? Like what you are going to do, or this particular decision, it cannot work?
Actually, you see, initially, I have somebody who is always in my Guinness Book of Records, which is the person of Mr. Andani. Mr. Andani, he was with Stanbic Bank. Now Pishola now. Yeah. He gave me an advice that those of us who even came from, let's say, industrial home in the sense that where your parents were already doing into business, exactly. So said that we should also try to venture in the private business, and that's actually I follow his advice, and then I started, and the reason being that I wanted to work in the bank.
Wanted to work in the bank?
The bank, yeah. And he was a banker. So I went to him just to lobby to see whether he can get me unemployment. But during our discussion, this is what came from him, and that he will advise me. He was even saying he has regretted for working for somebody. Yeah, I wish you could have been
his own boss.
Yeah, and then pay people. So after careful saying deliberating on what he told me, I started to say, no, I think I have to.
I will say this particular thing. You are on both sides. You are streets and also the book sides. But you are now a businessman on streets. What is number one
also
script
survive.
can someone implement or adopt to become a businessman or a successful businessman on streets like this?
Okay, normally I used to tell people that you don't need, in the first place, you don't need money to do business. Even though you may need some little working capital, but it's not all that necessary. What you need to do is to be hardworking and then be honest and then be truthful to your suppliers. And then with that, you go places. Yes. So actually, you don't need money or something just to do this thing. When you just come out, you study the system and see the weaknesses. There are always a lot of weaknesses in the system. So when you study it carefully, you can go and then make some patches, and then you can make difference. Yeah.
Is there any biggest investment that you ever made in your life?
Okay, for investment, as a businessman, whatever you are doing, you have to be thinking of investment because you don't know tomorrow. Yeah, and I think real estate is one of the business, the investments which one should go. And then I was also into car rentals.
Car rentals.
Yes. And frankly speaking, currently in Tamil, I'm one of the oldest car rental owners. Yeah, I started with Alhaji Sharif, Savannah Construction. So
Alhaji Sharif.
Yeah, that was around 2004. So he was having some American Ford, and I'm also having some American Chevrolet. Yeah. So we started during doing small, gradual, and then as time goes, there was a time I was even having about 12 vehicles. Yes. And I think it's a very good venture. If you take it seriously, the current activities, it's some part of tourism. This thing, and you can imagine how tourism gives the country money. So actually that's it. And then, as I mentioned, real estate. When you are doing business, you have to be thinking of reinvesting your profit. Then when you are thinking of reinvesting of your profit, which sector? Well, where are you channeling it to? Maybe real estate is one. You have to start to see whether you can put up some buildings. Possibly you can put up a warehousing. Yes. So that's why I'm into it.
How old are you?
Until I'm 54 years old.
54 years old. And please, if you could go back in your 20s to change one advice, what would that advice be?
Okay, I will have advised, especially the youngsters of these days, to take whatever they are doing seriously. They should be able to think beyond the box. Who are you? Identify yourself. Where are you going? And what will you use to achieve it? Then you start working seriously in achieving that. And when you do that, I think you achieve your aim. Yeah, so the regret will be lesser because at the tail end of everybody regrets. He wish he would have done more. But the regrets is much lesser if you start taking all what you wanted to do so seriously. And I think that's the way to go.
If you had to sit your 20-year-old boy or girl to advise him to become a successful in today's world, or much more especially in this our generation, what would that advice be?
Okay, as I mentioned earlier on, anything you want to do, you have to take it seriously. First, you have to discipline yourself. You have to work seriously towards achieving what you intend to achieve in future.
You probably heard what he said. If you want to become successful in life, you have to be focused. Take anything that you are doing right now very seriously. And I would like to say that one man said that people become successful in life taking smaller things very seriously. I love that advice. If you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comment section, and don't forget to like and share. I will see you in the next video.